Hi everybody, I'm Nick Bastianelli, the co-owner and one of the coaches at CrossFit 248 in Farmington Hills, Michigan.
And I'm Nicole Kozinski, the other owner and another coach.
Okay, cool. So today we're going to be teaching you how to do a kipping pull-up. So if you come to the board with us, you can look at our laundry list for the day. So we're going over the kipping pull-up. First thing we have to talk about is hollow and arch positions. These are like the most basic gymnastic positions, which we talked about in the last video. Those are the two spots you're going to be today to do a really good, efficient kipping pull-up. So we're going to teach those really briefly. The next thing we're going to talk about is like a little bit of leg drive, like popping your hips to create momentum. Make this a really efficient pull-up. Next, you're going to finish with your arms. Then you're going to have to push away from the bar at the top to restart the movement. Then we're going to show you two cool tricks that we do a lot to get people like staying tight, staying connected. And then we're going to talk about how you need to control the kip and not let the kip control you. Cool. So first thing we need to talk about is the hollow and arch positions. So first position we're going to talk about is the hollow position, which we talked about last time. How you do that is you roll your shoulders forward, take all the space out of your lower back. So Cole, you try and stick your hand under there? Got nothing. So she's tilted her hip, she's super tight, her legs are glued together. If I tried to pull them apart, there'd be no way. So that's hollow. Next, she's going to show us the arch position, which is just the exact opposite. So she's super tight, legs are glued together, arms, everything is super, super tight. So those are the two positions you're going to be in the kipping pull-up. Okay, so now that you know the hollow and arch position, next we're going to get on the bar and do it on the bar. So I'm going to have Nicole get super tight in her midline and start going back and forth between hollow and arch. Forward C, backward C, forward C, backward C. So this is a really controlled movement. She's not just swinging all around like this. So we have no control over that, and that won't really make for a very efficient, good pull-up. So if we're having an issue getting someone to be able to do this and do like a really controlled kip, we'll have them hang from the bar, get super tight. We'll say get really tight, flex your abs really hard, point your toes, and then I'll come to the side. Either Nicole or I will come to the side and we'll just kind of like gently throw their feet. And almost always that works and helps them get their first really controlled good kip. It'll give them a good idea of what it feels like. So now that we've covered that, we're going to talk about like the leg drive, I guess, or leg drive. So she's going to do the same thing. She's going to start doing her kip, rocking from hollow to arch, back and forth. And then she's going to like kick really pretty hard. So how she's doing this, she's just kicking her feet forward. So we talk about like kicking a soccer ball or kicking somebody you don't like, or kicking anything to kind of like create some hip drive, I guess. So one more time, can you show that? Cool. Alright, so next thing we're going to talk about is just finishing with your arms. So after we've established a really good controlled kip and we've kicked forward hard, we're starting to float upward and you just finish with your arms. Cool. So the whole time we're trying to keep our legs glued together, we're trying to stay super connected. The last thing we have to talk about is once you actually get your chin over the bar, you have to push away to restart the movement again. So we'll have Nicole show that really quickly. That comes out a lot faster. Cool. So that's a really exaggerated version of what you need to do to keep the kip going. Okay, the last thing are the cool tricks. One we already showed you, just throwing your feet back and forth to kind of force someone to adopt the kick or get into like a sort of like a kipping swing. The second trick we use to keep people really connected and moving very well is by throwing an admit between their legs. So by doing this, Nicole has to stay really connected, super tight, or else she'll drop the ad mat. And that's all. That's the Kipping Pullup. Thanks for watching.
2, 1.